to be bold and take risks. Vault Talks. Women say what they feel and mean what they say.
What's going on, everybody? Listen, we are having a good time in the background, in the forefront. We are sorry for being late, but we are here. Vault Talks Women Shares in the building. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to all of you. Happy Thursday, or whenever you're catching this. We are the women of Vault Talk plus some. We are going out with a huge bang, not just a bang, but a bang for our season finale. So before I really go into Vault Talks and all that good stuff that we do on the show, I have to introduce our newest face, the Vault Talks, who's been a friend of mine for a long time, a sister of mine. Instantly when we met, it was just so freaking bananas and how we clicked instantly. It was, you know how God does that thing. When he does that thing, he do it big. So shout out to Rika Wright, our newest face. So Vault Talks. Hey, hello. Yes, come through. Rika,
I'm excited to be here. Y'all.
Listen, Rika Wright, y'all, aka the Credit and Crypto Plug. Tell us a little bit about who you are and how you shine bright on this earth.
So my name is Rika Wright, aka Credit Plug, aka Crypto Plug, aka Network Marketing Queen, aka all of that.
Hey.
I love to network. I love to connect people. And so, like she said, I met her, was it 5 years ago, 6 years ago? Yeah. And it was instant. We were talking for hours and hours and hours. And it was like, what? We're sisters, period. Let's go. And so the friendship just grew from there. And man, and so a little bit, and I'm honored to be here on her platform, you know, just sharing with all you beautiful ladies. I absolutely love it. And a little bit about myself. I'm originally from Queens, New York. Grew up there, born and raised, graduated from Martin Van Buren High School, and then joined the United States Navy. I was an electronics major there, worked on the jets, and then fast forward, single mom of 12. You know, he's 12, acts like he's 40. But yeah, that's a little bit about me. And of course, I have a credit repair business, helping people really take their finances to the next level. I love crypto. And so that's why I'm the Credit and Crypto Plug. Love crypto. And it's growing like crazy. So that's my thing.
Yes. And when she says she's super passionate about connecting people, I haven't seen anybody like her really just be so gung-ho on whoever's mission it is, whatever you do it. Oh, okay, yeah, I know this person, I know this person. Next thing you know, you're in a Facebook Messenger chat with somebody you ain't never known. By the time you get done, they're a sister. Viola Hall, who is a vital part of Vault Talk. She's a part of our female coaches huddle. That's how I met her. And so you never know how you're going to meet amazing people that play such a huge role within your life, and you can do the same with them. And so super excited to have Rika to the show. So yes, I mentioned this is the season finale. However, there's so much more that Vault Talks is getting ready to do, and we're really excited about it. So yes, this is the last season show of the season. However, we have other things coming up like the podcast, which we're really excited about, being able to interview women entrepreneurs and other women that are doing different things in fashion and relationships and all those things, to really have a different spin, to be able to, you know, share what we do as women. And that's what this platform is all about. So for those of you who may be newer to Vault Talks, welcome. We're super excited to have you here. Vault Talks originated here in the Chicagoland area as a radio show. A lot of people don't know that. And so we transitioned, and now we're the live stream show. We've been here for 3 whole entire huge years and have grown dramatically. And we're excited about the growth that Vault Talks has in store. And so we are going to do a segment real quick. We call it What's Going On with the Crew. And so really wanting to be able to have everybody introduce themselves. So first and foremost, Kiana Del Rey, our intuitive wellness coach. What's going on in your neck of the woods, girl?
Hi there, everyone, and welcome to Vault Talks for Women Share.
Woo-hoo!
I'm your host, Kiana Del Rey, and I serve individuals with chronic and mental illness as an intuitive wellness coach. I'm someone who's lived with chronic illness for a while now, and I just like to be supportive for a lot of women who are going through the same thing. So today I am just smiling and thanking God for another day. Even if I'm in the middle of a flare up, I just praise. So I'm just in a good mood today because I'm here with all you wonderful ladies, and I can't wait to dive in with you guys. So that's Kiana and that's me. So lucky to be here with you guys.
Yes, and that high energy she brings every time you talk to her too. I mean, it's so contagious. You know, you can like we can text, and we can be texting, and I can hear her. It's so crazy.
People think it's a personality trait. It's low key ADHD, but it's fine. I'm just working with it.
You are authentically you, and that's all that matters. So let's go around. This queen, she's so freaking hilarious. She's all things relationship herself. We have the one, the only Dr. Kimberly King.
Woo, woo.
Let's go.
I didn't know you were coming to me. I wasn't ready.
Look, we stay ready. We stay ready. You always
Absolutely. So what's going on here in my secular life, in my professional life, as a professor, it's midterms. So yeah, so highly stressful, meltdowns every class. So it's been a rough week. A lot of presentations, so that part is good. And then on the coaching side, life coaching, relationship coaching, career coaching, dissertation coaching, it's been busy as well. So starting some new things on some small group coaching that's coming up next. So that'll be the month of December, trying to get ready, doing some mission planning, mission statement for life planning. So we're getting in front of those New Year's resolutions and kind of doing a different spin on that. So that's what's going on over here in the complete suite. Glad to be here.
Yeah, listen. Okay, so we were chit-chatting, y'all. So we're sorry for being a little bit late. Listen, you get some dope women together, and that's what happens. Sorry, it just is what it is. And so really just enjoying one another. So on to the next. She calls herself the growth spurt. I know her as Kayla. Hey, Kayla.
Hey, boo. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Tell us a little bit about who Kayla is. Michaela.
Well, Michaela, is going through what I like to call a growth spurt at this time. We all go through growing pains and some internal things that I'm trying to work out, that I am working out. Thank you very much. I am doing that. I am an insurance underwriter, been doing that for the past 20 years. I also teach insurance ethics classes online, and I am starting my own coaching business as well.
So,
yes.
Thank you.
All right, now that's what I'm talking about.
Love it.
So who we got next? We got the one and only shy girl into his house. They call her Joyce. Hey, Joyce. Is she there? Okay, we might have to come back to her.
I don't know if she's still having some. Yeah.
That's okay. Maybe we can get that worked out on the back end. All right, let's dive in and see what we can do on tonight. So, if y'all didn't know, we're talking about cheating, y'all. Talking about cheating. Oh, shoot. I thought about this old song that just popped in my head, y'all. I'm a little old school, just a little old school. Raised in the house with my grandparents. All I heard was, I do not know who sings this. I want to say it's Bobby Blue Bland, but talking about cheating in the next room. Is that Bobby Blue Bland?
It's easy hill.
I don't know. I hear it in my head. Cheating in the next room. Okay. Making plans to see you soon. Yeah, something like that.
Ooh.
Making calls on the telephone. Yeah, it's something else. It's a little juicy. But anyway, we're talking about cheating tonight. And why do women cheat? Do women cheat? Do we do it better? All that stuff right up through there. But before we do that, we typically kick off our next segment. I can't even talk. I'm so excited. I'm ready to get into these juicy questions. But I'm trying to be logistical and actually do what we actually do. You know what I'm saying? And not get to the, what I want to do. So y'all bear with me because I'm ready to jump right in. But I'm gonna be good tonight. So quiet is quote time. That's what we normally do, and we talk about a quote. I do not know who is the author of this quote, but it goes a little something like this. Once a cheater, always a cheater. I don't know who the author of this quote is. But once a cheater, always a cheater. And I thought we can kick our discussion off a little something like this, and then we can go into some of these questions. Kiana, you got something to say about that right there. I can tell how you looking around.
I don't know. I don't know if this one's true. I think that this one's not that true. I think that you can make a mistake and then fix it. And then there's some people who I would just tell it all. I used to have this ex that was so abusive. He cheated on me twice. All I heard about was how I was cheating on him, how I was cheating on him, how I was cheating on him. I'm gonna be real. After a while, I just started damn doing it. I was like, well, I was already cheating, whatnot. So you push somebody far enough, they'll just do it anyway. But did I ever do that with anybody else? No. Have I ever cheated on anyone else? No. But, I was told that I was doing this, I was acting crazy, so I just want to go out and do it. If you get punished for something you ain't doing, girl, you might as well go ahead and get I'm just
all right.
Right. I say that I may have, cheated on this one guy that was 30 years old when I was 19 and living off my couch, y'all. This was warranted. No, it was wrong. It was wrong. But yeah, that's all.
Oh my gosh. All right. So I will have to agree with you. I agree with you, Kiana. I'm with you on this one. I think people can change from their cheating ways if they want to. That's a decision.
Right.
But you often hear once a cheater, always a cheater. And I think sometimes what I'm learning is that there's so many cliches out in this world that people just gravitate towards them without actually doing the work to dissect it to see how that really matters within their own world. So they say these words and not really understand the meaning or the impact of the words. But when you really dissect this and really think about it, just because someone's cheated once doesn't mean that they're always going to be a cheater. So Dr. King in his house, what do you think?
There are no absolutes. So anytime I see a quote that says always or never, I immediately come against that and say, no, that's not true, because there's nothing that's always or never.
Facts.
I like that. That's good. Super duper facts like that. All right, Rika, what you got?
I have to agree with the doctor. She said there are no absolutes, and that is the truth. Once a cheater, always a cheater. Everyone can change if they want to, right? And so it's a choice. Life is a choice. You have a choice to make every day, every hour, every minute. And so if you choose to cheat, that's your choice. Everyone has a reason for why they do things, and we'll probably get into that as we go. But I don't think the quote is correct at all.
Love it.
Yeah.
All right, Growth Spurt, what you got for us?
I'm feeling you, ladies. I don't believe that is true. And then, too, to take another step, what is the definition of cheating?
I say that
right.
Making out with guys at 19 years old at the frat basement.
I'm just saying.
It don't count.
Right. I'm with you.
The frat basement stays in the frat basement.
Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, hold on. Hold on. Joyce, are you with us?
Joyce, we can see you.
Brian too. You got the earphones on. We need to hear.
Okay, we gonna come back. Okay, we got you. But here we go. We getting ready to get into it. So Kayla, this one's for you. You ready? Your way of Rika. Thank you. Here we go.
I'm ready.
What is cheating? What is cheating?
Let me go after Kayla, okay?
Yes, you got it. What is cheating? Let's go. Let's talk. What is cheating? What is defined as cheating, ladies?
Right. Okay. For me, cheating is when you are in a committed relationship, you step out either emotionally or physically to someone else, trying to, have those needs met by someone else other than the person you are committed to.
Ooh, Michaela. Woo! All right now. All right. She put it out there, y'all. Okay. All right, Marika, what you got?
So cheating is exactly what she said, but it's when a person, if you cannot do something comfortably in front of that person that you're with, then you're cheating. If you have to think twice and go, should I do this? Like, when you're little and your parents say, oh, you going in the kitchen for that cookie, and they're like, don't eat the cookie, and you wait until they go in their room, and then you come out and you're like, coast is clear. Like, I'm gonna go get that cookie. So if you can't do it in their presence, then you're cheating. It's as simple as that. Like she said, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, you are cheating if you know that somebody cannot see you do it. So it's all about integrity, right? And if you have integrity, if you can do something in the dark and it's okay. And you're like, oh, you don't have all these flutters in your belly going, oh my God, somebody's gonna find out. So to me, that's what cheating is. You're cheating if you have to think twice and go, oh, if I get caught, they're gonna be upset. Well, why are you doing it? If you know that you're hurting that person's feelings, if they're going to look at you sideways, or if you was in front of your pastor, would you do it? Is God going to look at you crazy? I think we all have that intuition and that sixth sense to go, hey, you shouldn't be doing that. So you just know better.
Shame on you.
Yeah.
Shame on you. Oh my. All right, Dr. King, what you got?
Oh Lord, what they said.
Yeah.
but I
right.
add this to it. I think any behavior that violates your commitment to fidelity and trust. Right. And so, like she was saying, it doesn't necessarily have to be physical, but if it's something that breaks that trust, that makes me question your fidelity, I think that qualifies as cheating. And that's very specific to every couple or every relationship. So
wow.
That sounds good.
It sounds good, but we're in the next 4 minutes.
Okay, Joyce, now can we see your video?
So I got my video and my audio all screwed up on this laptop. So can you hear me though?
Loud and clear. Yes.
So I have my headsets on. So this is my old laptop. So I have it anyway. I'm not going to get off into that, but anyway, so you can hear me. So that's good enough, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, good. So let me know when it's my turn.
It's your turn.
I know, since I'm late to the game, but I just got off work at 7 and I was trying to rush, had to take my dog out. But I think that when it comes to cheating, it's also your mind too, because you may not be like a work buddy, right? This guy is at your job and you constantly talk to him all the time. But you have not done anything physically. So that's the emotional part of it. Because now you're connected to him at your job, and pretty soon
later on down the line, how much you think that connection is going to stop at that job.
Come on.
That's my point. So it's not just about, actually the actions. It's also that mindset. You have these little, how some people say they like to just play flirt and stuff. No. What's flirting? What is that? I know lots of people say they want to play flirt and they'll talk to them. Oh, we're just playing. No. I rest my case.
Can I piggyback on that? What she said, even if you don't act on it, what it definitely does is drives a wedge of intimacy between you and your partner, because you're going to go to that work husband, right? And there's reasons. We're going to get to the reasons. But when you start turning to that work husband for his opinion, his thoughts, telling him about your boo or your husband, and he begins to, you don't talk to me like you used to, because I don't need to, because I got my work husband. He got me. Look, I had a gay work husband who was on it. It doesn't always have to be sexual, but if you're getting those affectionate needs met, that man made my coffee just the way I wanted it. He noticed every time I changed my perfume, and he loved it men, so he didn't want it to Dr. Kim. But when I tell you, I don't need the affirmation from you, because Doug got me. Okay.
Boom.
Oh my. Oh.
This is good.
Work husband.
Boom.
I don't even know what to say on that, but I do, but and so many people are so quick to say, I got a work wife, I got a work husband, and not really, or a work girlfriend or a work boyfriend, and not really understanding what they're really saying. That goes back to those words. You know what I mean? So you talking about you got a work wife. Well, do you understand the definition of what a wife is? So now you got a side wife too. You got a wife. You got a play wife. You got what you're attaching the word wife to it.
Right.
That's what you're attaching the word.
I know a guy had a work wife, a neighborhood wife, a party wife. Yes. All kinds of
my significant other watching. You talking about they do understand. Oh, okay. So y'all just do it because y'all want to. Okay.
And I don't think, and you know what? He said they do understand, but I don't think people understand the power of words.
Right.
Like words are powerful. They are words. When you say you spell words, right? Spelling. You're casting a spell when you are talking. Spelling. And every time you say something, it's out there. It's going out there to do a mission, to do whatever job you put out there for it to do. So you got to be careful with those words. You're not just talking. When God said, let there be light, he spoke words and there was light. Everything he said came out his mouth. It was words. And then everything, boom, it came into fruition. So we got to be careful, a lot of these cliches, like you said, we just hear them and we hear them and we hear them over and over again, and they're ingrained in our head. But we have to stop and go, well, what does that even mean? Does that even make sense? Right. Some things lately I've been asking myself, that don't make no sense. I'm not saying that no more, because it just doesn't. And if you do say it, it might make sense, but should you even be saying it out your mouth? Because what are you putting into the atmosphere?
Ooh-wee. So
Put your cash app in the chat. Put your cash app in the chat. We listen
okay.
To the offering right now.
Okay. Online session.
Yeah. Now check this out though. You got a question, Rika. You ready?
Yeah. Rika, so if a man does it and you see him, then he isn't cheating. What does that mean? If a man does it, what does that mean? If a man cheats? And you see him that
you were saying how if they don't do it in front of you, it's cheating. So if he's doing it in front of you, is he cheating?
Oh, okay. So so cheating, right, is when there's no integrity there. However, so if that person is doing it in front of you and that goes against your values and your relationship, then he's just plain out being disrespectful. Because you're there, you're present, and he knows, if she's okay with this or she's not okay, but oh, she's here, I'm just gonna disrespect her, then that's on a whole nother level. Like you just disrespectful altogether, you know. And again, that goes on to what are your parameters or what are your boundaries? What are the rules you have set for your relationship? Because if that's okay with her and he does it knowing it's okay, that's on her and what they, you know, what they agree on. But if the rules are set, hey, you know, it's just me and me only, and then you out here disrespecting me in front of me, you know, I think that's just disrespect. That's disrespect.
Small bills to the left, big bills lying to the right.
Oh, okay. Okay, Doc. Okay, let's go. Why cheat when you can be honest with your significant other?
Whoa.
And I'm
having your cake and eat it too.
Say that again.
Oh, I'm sorry. Having your cake and eating it too. People are just greedy.
That's another cliche.
They don't do look. Yeah, I know, right? No, I mean, I guess a man will only gonna do what you allow him to. So you know how that is. So honestly, I'm all for being honest. All for being honest. All for it.
Well, you know, you don't want to lose the person who's the average person. The average person.
Hey, average. We say 9 out of 10, then we talk about that one. Okay, is not going to sit there and stay in the same kind of relationship with you if you say I'm sharing my affections with somebody else. So people don't want to lose out on this person, and I don't want to jump to us talking about the whys. But if this person is doing everything else right, they're checking all the other boxes, but I'm getting this need, or I feel like I need to get this need met over here, I don't want to lose all that you bring to the table. I just need this. So I don't want to lose all of these positives. I just want to deal with this one negative. And if I tell you this, then I'm going to lose the other things that you give me. That's why the average person don't want to be honest. So I think that's part of fear too. You know, a lot of this world and how this world is set up is based on fear. Like if you look at the media right now, they push fear into everybody, into everything they do. And as a people, we adapted to that. So even in relationships, we're fearful of what this person thinks. You know, with social media now, everybody's fearful of what people think about them. You know, how many likes can I get? How many hearts can I get? How many comments can I get? So now you're in a relationship and you're fearful about what that person think about you. When you're in a relationship with that person, you should be able to talk to that person. You should be able to lean on that person. If there's an issue, you bring it up. Why go outside and cheat? Like you said, if you have all 10 boxes checked and it's just that one thing, have a conversation about that one thing. Because you don't know if you're going off of fear and go, I don't know, I'm going to lose them. You don't know if you're going to lose them because you never talk to them about it. It might be something so small, you know, to them, and they might not even know that that's something that's bothering you or something you need if you don't even voice that. You know, you go to them and talk to them and say, hey, you know, I really need this thing right here. And they'd be like, oh, really? I didn't even know that. Okay. Now you have a conversation instead of going out cheating. Now they're hurt, you're hurt, and you're going, well, I didn't know. And he go, I didn't know either. You know, why didn't you talk to me? So sometimes we just have to have that conversation and get out of our own way and not be fearful of the unknown because we don't know. We just making assumptions, you know, at that point going, well, what if we break up? What if you don't? What if that strengthens your relationship because you were bold enough to say, hey, this is an issue. Let's talk about it. And y'all not be nasty about it. Just be, you know, come to the table and be honest. And then your relationship will be stronger after that, hopefully.
So you're talking about it before. See, I was reading the question, like, can I be honest that I'm out here? That I'm out here.
Oh, after you cheated.
Yeah, I'm thinking like, okay. Yeah, so yeah, I agree with you. You're talking about being proactive.
Before.
Absolutely. I'm gonna give you a chance. You should give your partner a chance to make it right, most definitely. And then, like you said, do I need to leave? Which I always tell people, at least say you're gonna separate. Say, you know what, let me distance myself. That we need some time apart, because this hasn't changed. I've offered this solution. We've tried this, but at least be clear that we're no longer together for this period of time, because now I need to go out here and do this. So absolutely, you need to be honest about the needs, but I thought you better be honest. Like, I'm out here because
after the fact, I'm in these streets.
You gotta be out here.
And I'm gonna say one last thing, and I'm gonna shut up. So when I was a teenager, this was a while ago, right? And I was with this young man. We went to church together, and he was my best friend, like hands down. And to this day, I'm like, man, I messed that up. Anyway, best friends, and I went on a school trip, and after a while we were together, right? And I went on a school trip, and I was young and dumb, and so we were on the bus, and we were playing Truth or Dare, and so they're like, "Oh, I dare you to kiss Joe." I think it was Joe. That was the guy's name. I dare you to kiss Joe, and I was like, "Okay," and I kissed him. Literally, it was just like, right. And then I went and told my boyfriend, like, because it was on my chest, and I was like, well, I don't want him to feel bad about it. I didn't think nothing of it. It's not like I was in love with Joe. We was playing Truth or Dare on the bus, on the trip. And so I went and told him, because I tell you guys I'm honest about everything. Like, I will tell you whatever. I don't agree with lying. So I went to him after we got off the trip. He's like, how was your day? And we talking. I was like, oh, I said, let me tell you. I said, so we were on a trip, and we, go through the whole story. And on the bus, we were playing Truth or Dare, and they dared me to kiss Joey, and I did. And I'm like, holding the phone, like, and he was like, what? And I thought he was just gonna be like, you were honest and you told me, and it crushed him. Like, it was like I told him that I killed his parents. I mean, he was devastated, like, yeah, he was just done. And that hurt me too. Me telling him and then seeing how crushed he was. And I was like, but I was just playing. Like, I told you, like, I'm being honest. I'm not hiding that from you. And he was just, and he was like, no, I can't be with you no more. Like, why would you do that? And I was just like, oh, I didn't think that would be his reaction. And so that's why after that happened, I was like, I ain't cheating on nobody, because I'm like, I don't miss out on my whole husband because I done kissed Joey on the bus. So I think that being honest is important, but you want to think twice before you do anything. So yeah,
that's a good point. And I think sometimes for people, based on their past experiences, like you just said, being honest is a challenge because of that other person's reaction. And then also based on the why of the person, of, why they're cheating. Some people cheat because that's what they've seen. That's all they know. Not that that's an excuse, but that's what they do. Mm-hmm. Right. So, really coming and talking about, hey, I cheated on you and blah, blah, blah. Even just understanding that having that safe place with their significant other can be a challenge because based on previous experiences as well. So I think some guys and even women, if we were being very honest, you ever cheated, I have, I don't think they know to this day, I mean, I wasn't in a place to be like, hey, boo, I cheated on you. I wasn't that mature to have those conversations. Because the root of me cheating was over some stupid stuff. It was foolish. Now that I can go back and really look at it, one time when I cheated, it was for revenge purposes. The other time, I got bored and I wanted to see what else was out there. And my friend was bragging. So I was like, okay, let's see what you're talking about. So, I'm like, but really being able to have those honest conversations, I think it can be a challenge. Actually, I know it can be a challenge. And so I think some people, even when their heart is postured to be honest, on the other side of that is what they are concerned about. Am I going to lose this person? Are we going to be able to work through this? Because I know that I broke our trust and things of that nature. So are we really going to be able to, be back to where we used to be because I violated the relationship? So I think that's a little, a heart of a conversation to have at first. Go ahead, Kiana, because I know you've been quiet, which ain't like you.
So I just wanted to say a couple things because I want to go back and say what is cheating. Being on Snapchatting your exes, sending nasty pictures is cheating. Blocking your girlfriend from your statuses and telling her you ain't got a Facebook is cheating. Only adding models to your Instagram is cheating. Okay. Back that up really quick. Then I wanted to say why people can't be honest about cheating. Well, let's be real. Some people cheat because they're insecure about themselves. I have watched this like Casanova thing happen with dudes all over where they build themselves up like. I don't know what you guys' high school was like, but there are a ton of dudes that I went to high school with that ended up dating some of our friends. And they were like this hot guy in high school and everybody wanted them. But then, you know what happened? They got kind of older and they got a little fat. So then they still thought they was hot stuff, right? But like they trying to play like they still got it, but they really don't. So they're out here like, but I can talk to these girls because these girls remember how I used to have it. But maybe I can talk to a bunch of girls I can feed myself and make myself feel like I'm better. So some people like take their attractiveness as their self-worth and they
come on
equate, oh, all these people want me, and that's why they cheat because they're insecure.
Yes.
Woo! Okay, Mike Jones. Back then they didn't want me. Now they all on me. Okay.
And then the last thing I wanted to say is like, you know, you're talking about being wrong point. You were talking about being honest, Takara, but like sometimes we're not honest with ourselves. Amen. We don't know why we're stepping out. We don't know what's going on with ourselves. And so that's a big portion. And then Ricky, I just wanted to say, maybe that dude wasn't meant to be your husband because he sounded a little possessive to me. And maybe you don't need that. So like, because like, if I'm just saying, like, if your 2 cents ain't going towards the bill, honey, you can't tell me I can't kiss Joe on the bus. It wasn't that serious.
Oh my God! And it wasn't even that serious.
Right? It wasn't serious
at all.
To get that hurt is clearly like a I own you type thing, and you did this. Like, nobody needs that in their life either. Because if you were honest and it was clearly friggin' nothing, it was a joke, like it was a truth or dare, like you didn't even think of it on your own, you know? You were like, the bus and kiss Joe. You didn't even think of it on your own. So I wouldn't even sweat that. Me personally, I had this ex-boyfriend who slept with my friend, and then she told me, and then we were Gucci. And then we dated for forever. Essentially, like I was 19, he was 30. He didn't have money for my concert, and I was like, get out. But I still like messed with him for a while, for years. Turns out he had this whole other girlfriend on the side the whole time. He was accusing me of cheating this, cheating that, cheating this, cheating that. So when I went to the frat parties, girl, I had me a good time. And when the frat party was over, I went right on back home and just act like nothing happened. But you know what? Turns out he had a girlfriend the whole time. And now they're getting married. So whatever.
Woo! Wow. We got to pray for her.
Okay. Wow, this is good. Anybody else want to chime in on this question before we go to the next question?
Next question.
Next question. All right, let's go. Have you ever cheated on a man? If so, why?
Yep, Joe on the bus.
Go now.
I answered this question.
Okay, I'll share first.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I was going to share, but you go right ahead, daughter.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, I look at it as me not cheating only because, you know, he was with me, but I wasn't with him type of situation. But all in all, I did. However, the history was that is he was cheating on me the whole entire time we were together. And this is Baby Dad. So he would always, like you ladies said, always accuse me of cheating. And I have learned when something accuses you of something, it's because they doing dirt.
Right.
So I have learned that. So I remember I used to play that Keisha Cole song, I Should Have Cheated. I would call and I would play the song, just let the song play on the phone. I would meet men and have them call the house on purpose. I didn't want these men. I just wanted them to call the house. I wanted him to know I could do
You
it
can
too,
play that game.
but you do. Exactly. Two can play that game, but guess what? Women always do it better. I'm just saying.
You know what?
Not that that's a good thing.
You know what? You need to stop going into my next questions with your answers. Second time.
My bad.
You know what? That's because we right here. That's all. That's right.
They're Moors.
That's like that song. Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you. Yes, I can.
Okay. No, you
Can. Yes, I can.
Yes, I can.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Okay.
Yes, I can.
Oh my God. I'm weak. Y'all got me crying over here. All right. So I answered Rika. Was that your real answer, Rika?
That, I mean,
That's a
have
final
you ever
answer.
cheated? Yeah, I'm done. Yeah.
Okay. Oh God. Okay, Kiana, we got your statement. All right, Joyce, what you got?
Well, have I cheated? Okay. This is the thing. Before I go like all the way off to the left, I know I kind of rant, so get me back on track. So my thing is, when you have an upbringing, so say for instance that your dad is someone you look up to as a father, right? And so then when you decide to step out, you think, okay, well, this is the way it's supposed to be, right?
Yeah.
So when you're younger, sometimes you think it's not cheating because my dad did it. Okay.
Absolutely.
So that's my final answer. It's just, yeah, I have, but I've had this mentality that men cheat anyway. That's the norm. So what is cheating if both people are doing it? So that's my thing.
Wow. You know what? Wow. And I would have to agree with you on so many levels without telling too much. But yeah, what you see becomes a part of your belief system, especially when you're seeing it within your own home.
Yep.
And you're not really challenged to unpack some of that until you're presented with the opportunity yourself, and then you go back and lean on what you know, which is what you've been exposed to. So I love that. Okay, Dr. King, what you got for us?
No, I never cheated. My detachment game is strong. I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna give you 1,000. I'm gonna give you 1,000 tries, but when I'm done, you dead to me. I see you on streets up. It's a wrap for me. I'm gonna stay till I'm done, and then when I'm done, I'm done.
I ain't even got
that's my story.
Hey, look, the over the shoulder was that was it for me. The over the shoulder look you gave us that right there.
I would just like to make sure that I get this out here in the world. If my ex-husband sees this show, I wish I would have cheated on you. And you lucky I didn't, because a homie's trying to holler, and I'm mad that after a homie left me via text, I got divorced by text, y'all. My husband left me by text.
Wow.
I really wish I would have cheated on that mug, but that's okay. The Lord knows who keeps mouths and who don't. So that's all I'm gonna say.
Woo! I love you.
I
love her.
I know, she keeps it 100.
Yes.
And on that note, we go into a commercial break, and then we're gonna go to my question, aka Kayla's question, in just a minute. We'll be back.
Your time is very precious. And wouldn't you agree that it's time to stop wasting it? Does this sound familiar? Are you not fulfilling your potential? Are you not reaching your goals? Are you not even setting your goals? Are you feeling unmotivated, feeling stuck, and you need accountability in your life? Searching for the right answer, the right solution can be difficult and lonely. You get vague information, you're pointed in the wrong direction, you receive bad advice. No one wants that. And there must be a better way. Well, there is. At All About One Leadership Consulting, we can help you. At All About One, we help individuals and organizations achieve their goals, get unstuck, and reach their potential. Contact us today.
All right, we're back. And for those of you who may be just tuning in, we're talking about, do women cheat? We know y'all, we know we cheat. We cheat. But the question is why. So that's what we're talking about on tonight's show. So the next question we have here is, some say women cheat better than men. Thoughts?
I don't know. I had that ex that was so raggedy. He had me blocked from his Facebook statuses, and I wouldn't have even thought about that. So, like, wow.
Yeah.
They be thorough. They be thorough.
Thorough. That's just thorough. So let's go. Do women cheat better than men?
I don't think. Well, women we can pay attention to detail. I think a lot better. We kind of think a lot. We have a lot of thoughts running through our minds all day, and we can kind of put things together and make it make sense. And but I don't know if we do it better. We just know how to go with the flow of things, and not make stuff so obvious. Yeah.
Yeah. So are we smarter? Would smarter be a better better word?
Well, duh.
Creative.
Yeah.
Who run the world, girls?
Right, that part. All right. All right, Joyce, what you got for us?
Okay. So I don't think necessarily that women do it better, because men's been doing it for so long, and statistics even back it up. Like 2016, the 20% of men were cheating and only 13 of women. Now, they didn't give any stats on, the color, race or whoever, but for as a whole, men has had a jump on it for years. So I don't think that a man or a woman, a woman cheats better. I don't agree with that. Because the shortage of women, or shortage to what ratio from men to women anyway. So no, I don't think women does it better. I definitely don't.
Now that okay.
I will say, all the times I was messing up, I was just hammered in a frat basement. Like, I had witnesses and everything telling on me. So I wasn't smart. I forgot to delete the text messages. So I didn't know what I was doing. I was just out here, y'all, 19 and crazy.
Right.
No plan, no preparedness.
Right.
Oh, God. Okay, doctor. What you think, Kimberly?
I absolutely decree and posit here on this evening of October the 28th, 2021, that women do indeed cheat better than men by the fact that, if from all of the relationships and people that I've counseled with and prayed with and all of this, women tend to not be caught.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
They get busted. That's number one. Women, if the affair is revealed, it's because she's decided to tell them, you know what, I've been out here and I'm done. The second reason why I say that is because women typically choose to cheat. They don't fall up in a relationship. They've thought about it. You know what? You got one more time to leave me in this house by myself. You got one more time to have me roll over and he ain't delivering. He got one more time. And then I'm going to, and it's going to be him, and it's going to go down like this, there. Okay. And he's going to give me this. I might have several. He going to do that. He going to do that. He going to do that. So there's method and malice aforethought. Okay, so there's a plan for the cheater, and because it's logically thought out, there's less of a chance that she's gonna get busted. So we do it better, all caps, and that's my stick on it.
We're more strategic.
Okay, so can I push back on that?
Strategic and creative.
That's good. All right, come on, Joyce. What you got? You want to come aside that?
So the reason I say that women don't cheat better, because it's not all about who knows that you're doing it. That's not even the key. It's the fact that the ratio is so high. So maybe that woman is cheating, but women as a whole are a little different built than men are. Men's mentality is not necessarily that he gets caught or not, but the amount of women that he has. You can't tell me that a man does not have the ability to have more women that he's cheating with than just that one ratio that woman cheats with that man. When a woman cheats with a man, it's definitely for a reason. Definitely. And it's usually because she's been hurt. It's like revenge. So I can guarantee that woman is only doing it for revenge. Whereas the men, they're just doing it because of maybe midlife crisis. That's just who he is. That's in his DNA. And he has so many women to choose from, So again, I just think that it's a mentality. So that man does it more.
Well, so how are we defining better? I think maybe we're understanding the
right.
question. So you're talking about volume, and I'm talking about quality.
Well, that's true too. So the volume could be that, they're just maybe hood rats. He has 12 hood rats that he's messing with. But you find this lawyer or doctor or somebody and you're cheating with, and he never knows. So that's the quality, right? Right? Is that the quality?
I think she's saying like the strategy of it and how women can strategize
by not
in a better
letting
way.
them know that you did it. So being on the sneak and on the low, huh?
Yeah. So like you're not gonna get caught. So I think that's what the question, like, who can do it better as far as not getting caught? Getting caught. And when a woman is done, or when a woman is done, they're done. And it's like, I cheat on you, or I'm about to cheat on you, and you don't really care. You have that I don't care attitude at that point. Speaking for myself, if this man has cheated on you and you're like done and y'all talked about it and you done gave him 5,000 chances and you like, you know what? I don't care if you find out. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And so I don't think it's better as if who can cheat better, because cheating to me, I don't agree with cheating, period. So I don't think better is the right word, because we're not gonna be like, who's the best cheater out here? But I think women are just more strategic, like Doctor said, we can plan it out. We know who, when, why, where, the time, wear this color, be over here. And so we plan it out. When men, they not doing all of that. They just like, they want to quick fix.
No planning.
Whatever. Yeah, they're not planning it to the T like we are, or for the reasons that we're doing it. We could be just fed up with that person. Like, yo, you hurt me 9,000 times. I'm done with you. So, with that being said, I have to exit, ladies. I am so sorry. But
it was nice.
Well, thank you.
Bye.
It's 8:00. Are we in an hour?
No, we got about a good 15 more minutes left.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're good. Yes. So I love this because.
Can I add something?
Yeah. Come on.
So I believe, I do believe women do definitely cheat better. I also believe that women are more intuitive than men. So we can catch up on those little clues. Oh, dang, I think something. You know what I mean? So we already 2 steps ahead of him, and he just catching up. Exactly. I'm just being honest. Like you said, we planning this. We making sure all this is aligned right, and making sure all of this is good. So when we notice he moving a little different, we kind of like take note of that. Okay, I need to make sure I do this and stuff, or make sure I do that. Or let me go and cook him a dinner real quick or something and make him, you throw him off track. Let's do a date night so he won't think of nothing.
Michaela, don't tell it all, girl.
And, you know,
My husband pulled that.
Don't tell it all. Don't tell why we better. Don't tell why.
I know she's doing it all, the whole thing, ain't she?
But sometimes when she said it's not even that hard, because if they're already detached, which is the reason why the average woman is going to tip off and cheat, it makes it easy because he's already detached. He's not paying any attention to what she's doing. And I've asked the women, so how do you just go spend a whole night with your guy? Oh, I just told him I'm out with my friends. I just told him I'm with my sister. He doesn't call. He's not looking for you. He's glad I'm gone, because otherwise I'm walking around the house, you know, making him feel bad about we're not connecting, and you know, I don't feel close to you. So it's like, okay, good. You go, okay, bye. Here's some money, anything, because thanks, boo. You know, so they make it in a lot of cases it's easier. Whereas when we feel separation from our mate, we're gonna draw in closer because we're trying to fix it. This is a generalization. You know, I said in the beginning, I don't like always. So I'm just saying in a lot of cases, we're gonna pull in closer, they pull away. So it's easier.
Kayla giving all the secrets away. Tim talking about
he said he took a note and wrote it down.
So when you do something
so when you do something extra nice that night, it's like, what did you do? You know what I mean? Because that happens.
If he still cares.
Oh, that's hilarious. Now, Kiana, I know you're getting ready to say something. Kiana, come on through.
Oh, it's just so funny that what Michaela said, because towards the end of my marriage, I could feel things were off. And my husband asked me to go on a trip with his friends, but the friends were coming to Indiana, but only coming an hour away from the house. And none of that sounded right to me. I was like, why would your friends come visit you, but not see where you live at? Like you guys got to meet in Indy. That sounds sketchy. Turns out he lied about the whole thing. He'd been planning the whole trip all along. The friends were totally there. He wasn't cheating. It was the friends. I'm 100% sure now that the friends came to tell him to leave me, because after all that happened, he was like, let's do a date night, where he performed a rap for me about how he wanted to be with me forever. And then he left me by text 22 days later. Like he made sure I didn't suspect anything. Like he made sure I thought he lied and lied and lied. Even when I said something feels off, he lied and lied and lied. When the tarot cards told me I was going into solitude, it was hermit mode, I thought it was about somebody else because I had a liar right in front of me. And so people do that. If they acting too nice, something's off.
Love bombs. Yep.
That's hilarious.
It's a trick.
It's a trick. I'm glad that we all got clarification around better, because I really feel like women strategize differently. We move differently. We pay attention to clues differently, patterns, different, you move in difference.
We're analytical.
What's going on? Yeah, we're very analytical.
Yeah, analytical. That's
very analytical. And when things don't, when 2 + 5 starts equaling 2,489 instead of 7, we're like, hold on, what's going on? And we can feel that as women. Our like you said, Kiana, our intuition is really different, or our discernment, however you want to put that, is different. We can feel those movements. And so I don't think a lot of men understand that, we can feel when y'all are off, especially when you're really connected to your significant other, and you're so no matter near or far, you can feel when something ain't right.
Right. And I like to just play devil's advocate on every situation. I'm always like, if you say yes, I'm gonna say no anyway. That's just kind of me. So as far as this woman cheat or women are better, I guess my thing is too, how long does the woman actually stay with that man once she's figured out he's been cheating, right?
Okay, time out. You Moors are something else, because here's the next question.
So how is it better if you stay with that guy? You know what I'm saying? How is that better? Because you can cheat, but then why are you staying with that person? Because women, to me, if I'm cheating, I'm leaving. I'm not going to do it better. I'm gone. So there's not going to be too much I'm going to do in that relationship anymore. Once I cheat, I'm gone. Boom. So I guess my thought, as far as better, how long are you going to be with that person once you decide, okay, you figured it out, you cheated, you met that guy, you like this other guy, more than likely he's just a fling, because once you leave your guy, you're not going to go to him. That's
Right.
the wrong move. So
Right.
you're just cheating to cheat and did it better. Now you're gone, right? So I guess my thing is it really better in the end?
I think it depends on the situation. I think that's a situation by situation question, is from what
Right.
I'm gathering too, because some women will do it as, okay, you doing it, let me rebound, but at the end of the
Right.
day, I want you. And they're willing to work through whatever issues they both have to actually, get reconnected to the one that they really want to be with. But out of hurt, they're out here, in these crazy streets doing whatever because
Yeah,
they're broken and whatever. So some women aren't strong enough either, sis, to be able to
right.
be, okay, you cheated
I'm
on me.
gone. I'm gone. If I'm cheating, I'm gone. Bye.
Yeah. And that, but that takes knowing who you are as well, and I think sometimes when you really love somebody and you're willing to put in the work and kind of figure out, okay, you cheated, well, what's the why behind that? Because what I'm learning is that men cheat, but sometimes it has nothing to do with us as a
Most
woman.
of the time.
Yeah, it's their insecurities, it's their issues, it's what they've always done, what they always been able to get away with. And so we have to think of it from that perspective as well.
Yep. And some people don't forgive with cheating. I'm like that person. Once you cheat, I can't be with you because my mentality is like, no, I'm gone. So I'm one of them women that if I knew you cheated on me or whatever I did to rebound, I'm gone. We cannot make it work. That's just me.
Right. And there's a lot of women that are out there like you, and there's a lot of women that wish they were like you.
Yeah.
Because some of them have stayed. Yeah, some of them have stayed in situations longer than they desire to, wishing, hoping, thinking that things are going to change, and they don't.
Yeah.
So,
Woo-hoo!
I know, right?
I got the t-shirt.
You got the t-shirt? I know, right? So here's this fifth question. Why don't women feel comfortable being assertive about feeling unhappy in relationships?
Mm-hmm.
That's a deep question, isn't it?
Sorry, y'all.
Okay. Say it again one more time. One more again.
Why don't women feel comfortable being assertive about feeling unhappy in relationships? Kiana, what was your thought process when you created this question?
The patriarchy. What? How dare you, woman, tell me you are unhappy? You better be grateful.
Oh,
you better be grateful, woman.
Oh,
because
wow.
How dare you be unhappy after all the things that I have done? I've done these few things for you. How dare you?
Oh.
I bought you things you couldn't even pronounce.
There's a lot of space for women to be assertive about what makes them happy. And I think that in relationships, we find ourselves in the same situation.
You just made the whole show go a whole nother.
That's a whole nother show.
Wow. It is. It really is.
So what do you, I think that goes back to confidence though. I mean, and I feel like sometimes you just don't know what to say, so you don't say anything. You just kind of hope that this storm's gonna blow over, and there's a new day coming, and so you just sit there uncomfortable and all, and not really know how to assert yourself, without I don't know, feeling some type of way. Gosh, that's a tough one, Kiana.
So this particular question, it makes me think of a play that I read in high school called A Doll's House by Henry Ibsen. And it's about this woman who's in this marriage, and her husband treats her like a child. He's like, here's your allowance, doll baby. Oh, you can get you some macaroons, lovey, with your allowance today, and pets her head and treats her like she's a child. And she feels, and she like cooks for him. She has his children. She has to take care of this house, but she's like managed like a child herself.
That sounds like a narc.
Right. And so this story takes place in like the early 1900s when divorce wasn't a thing and women did not leave their husbands. And this woman walked out on her kids and her family with no regret because she was done being treated like a child. She was done not being heard. She was done not having a voice. She was done she was like, this can't, like, why am I here? Like, I'm a full-on adult person. And it makes me think about the fact that women in society were kind of told like, oh, you be quiet and you keep your head down and you do this and you take it and, you keep going with the punches. And if that hurts too bad, you just keep it to yourself. And, there's no room for women to speak their mind. It usually comes with some unsurly adjectives. She's a this, she's a that, because she stood up for herself.
Wow. That's good.
So kind of piggybacking on that, marriage, or the goal for marriage now is a lot different than it once was. And so now our generation, definitely generation after us, have sought marriage or entering marriage with the goal of fulfillment, right? That is going to add something to my life. Whereas in previous generations, marriage was stability. It was a socially acceptable. You grow up, you go to school, and in some cases you go to school to find the husband. So whoever asks me, I'm not going to say no. I'm supposed to be happy. So did I even enter the relationship with any requirements for my happiness?
Wow.
And once I'm in the relationship, now that I've grown and evolved, kind of like this woman that you're describing, how do I come back to the table and try to renegotiate the terms of this agreement, of this relationship? Well, I'm not happy. What are you talking about? I provided this house for you, like you're saying, and we had these beautiful kids, and we go to the church and everybody thinks, we're, grits and gravy. So how could you not be happy? So I don't say anything. The other reason why women are reticent to say anything is because if you have not entered the relationship with those, it's an argument. And I see a lot of memes about that. There's someone who cannot take your opinion and then all of a sudden turns into an argument. So trying to be the peacekeeper, not peacemaker, you don't say anything. And then a lot of it is what you said, Kiana, about somebody telling you, don't you know how lucky you are? And I was married to a man like that. Don't you know how many women wish they had a husband like me? And many of my friends did from what they saw. I was like, but if they knew what went on up in here when the doors are closed. And so every time I said something, that was the answer. But I just did this for you. I did that for you. You got this. You got that. You're ungrateful. You don't appreciate me. So after a while, you just don't say anything. And he said, you know what? You need to start watching those Hallmark movies. That's not real life. Every time you turn this light switch on and the lights come on, you probably know that I love you. Is food in the refrigerator? That's love. Woo. But you expecting all of this romance and candles and stuff like that. And so guess what? I accepted that for a long time. I'm probably saying too much and I'm gonna be quiet.
No, this is good.
I accepted it for a long time because in my first marriage, okay, I had a husband who could have rested his soul, no longer with us, who could have written a book on romance. He had that down. He was that guy. Would not pay a bill to save his soul. So here comes this man who's doing all of that to help, walked in the door being a great stepfather to my son. He's paying bills. I don't have to worry about those things. But all of that other stuff, that's immature. That's young girl stuff. This is grown up. This is an adult relationship. So let me not complain because I've been hungry. I've been in the dark. I've had 5-day notices. This is more like what my dad provided for us for years. I never had to worry about anything. So I need to be grateful until I finally grew up. Right? So it's a lot of reasons why women advocate for themselves.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, I was just going to say, when Takara announced that this was the theme for this week, I had done some research and I was like researching, why do people cheat? Why do women cheat? And the biggest thing was that they're unhappy. And I thought, well, it's one thing to be unhappy, but why can't you talk about it? And I thought that was a big thing. Like, why is it that women just don't talk about being unhappy?
That's good. I love it. Ladies, this has been an epic show. I mean, I believe we educated a lot of people tonight, had tons of fun, many laughs. We're really talking about a topic that's out here prevalent and, needs more discussion to really talk about what's rooted and grounded in the belief systems of people and why they cheat. And, a lot of people believe that their why is enough for them to continue to do what they do. And so, having these healthy conversations is so needed. And that's why Vault Talks Women Share is here, to be able to have a platform where women can come together and really love on each other, but really talk about matters that pertain to their world. And so super excited and honored that you guys carved out time within your busy schedules to be a part of our season finale and just talking about why women cheat. And so any closing words you guys want to leave for our audience tonight? Michaela, you want to go first?
Well, the only thing I could think of is that, someone said it earlier, that it's an integrity thing. So when you're cheating on your mate, you're cheating on yourself. Mm-hmm. So that's all I wanted to say.
I love it. I love it. That's good. Kiana Del Rey, the one and only. What you got for us?
I was just going to say, avoid cheating, because it's just going to bring a lot of dark energy and a lot of heart chakra blockages and just a lot of illusion into your life. And so you want to keep that stuff away from you. Stay true to yourself, stay true to your partner. And if you can't stay true to your partner, then they need to not be your partner anymore.
Yes.
That part. All right, Shy Girl, what you got for us?
She said it all, Kiana and Michaela. And actually all of you guys did. I'm just glad to be here off and on, back and forth, in and out.
We're happy to have you.
I know it's been really fun. And I just want to say, I see Kiana all the time and her energy reminds me so much of Takara. You guys are so energetic. I want to say, hi, you guys. I want to do the same thing.
Well, come with it.
It's catchy. It's really catchy, and it's beautiful, and I just love it. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I love the energy. It's just, wow. I just feel it. I really do. So I just want to say I was glad to be on here. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. You're going to have to come back for sure.
Definitely. I'll be ready. I'm getting me a microphone. I'm getting me a mic from Amazon to sit on my desk like the YouTube people and do it right?
I love it. Dr. Kimberly King, a.k.a. The Complete Suite. What do you have for us tonight, dear?
Oh, wow. First of all, thanks for having me. It was a great night, great discussion, everything I expected. You all gave me a lot to think about. As much as I thought I had quite a few answers, gave me a lot to think about. I'll just close by saying this: cheating is a choice, and it's typically a choice for self-destruction. So instead of chasing it, face it, because it ends up becoming a bigger problem than the one that you were running from.
Listen, man. All I can hear is that I hear that song in my head, cheating in the next room. I can't get it out of my head. I gotta figure out who that is. I might have to call my grandma. My grandma was actually watching this. I saw her peek her head in. Yeah, my grandma is a G. I love her. So really excited that I had some support on the line here. One thing I realized about cheating now that I'm the beautiful age of 39 and looking back at when I was younger, some stupid stuff. cheating also, either if you are the one who has cheated or the one who has been cheated on, it's something that you have to work through. And there's energy, like you were saying, Kiana, and there's also belief systems that have to be dismantled as well. Because somebody can move in a certain direction that just be their personality and not even, leading to, having that cheating personality or those cheating traits. But based on all that you've seen, especially if you've been cheated on, your red flags are instantly going up and you're feeling some type of way. So hopefully, for me, this live has been amazing, fun, like I said, but also just really, something to sit with and really think about the importance of self-happiness and self-fulfillment. And if you are one who has been cheated on, knowing that this isn't the end of life, it goes on from here, and there's so much more for you to explore. So if you're in a dark place because you've been cheated on, knowing that that whole darkness, take it for what it is. You're being developed for something much more, and on the other side of that, you'll be able to really live a fulfilling life. It's just a season, and sometimes we don't understand how powerful seasons are, but there's life lessons that you have to come even through cheating. So really understanding this is a topic that is very deep. It's not just one of those topics that you can just talk about and drop it. It's something to really do some heavy lifting with within your own life and some self-reflection. If you have been cheated on, is there still some residue that you might even be bringing into your own personal relationships, whether it be romantic, whether it be professional, whether it just be that energy and synergy that you still have to do some work in your own world with. So that's all I got. But catch Vault Talks Women Share on the other end. And we'll be back in 2022 doing some other things live. But this has been an amazing show. We thank you guys so much for being all you are. And we out.
Women share to be bold and take risks. Vault Talks. Women say what they feel and mean what
A moment there.
I think it was a really long
Leaving your power, so much power. Yeah. Vault Talks, where women